Fashion Forward, where we look at how fashion and society impact each other. I'm your host, Brittany Carl. Let's get started. Today we're going to look into pockets. Let's start with a brief history of it. So around the 1700s, men had pockets sewn into their outfits, while women had pouches. That's when things first began to be uneven. During the 1800s, the reticule came about. It was so small it could barely even fit a coin. Now there was a point to this. If you were a woman, you wanted a reticule because it showed that you had a man you could depend on and that you didn't need to be carrying anything around because you were set and cared for. During the suffrage movement, suffragettes had 6 to 8 pockets sewn in their outfits, which is fantastic. Imagine all the things you could carry. They basically did this so that they could show that women deserved to be able to be liberated. In the 1920s, Coco Chanel coined the term pocket slouch, which up until this point, women couldn't do because they didn't have pants. Here's all it is. Hands in the pockets, tiny bit of a slouch. Very simple, but women couldn't do it before. During the 1940s, both men and women had a lot of pockets. The reason for this was it was a time of war and you needed to be able to carry lots of stuff around. So that was pretty nice for women. It was actually pretty equal. But then World War II ended and the 1950s hit. Now men started joining into the workforce again and women were being shoved out and pushed back and told to just stay home. That's when fashion decided that women don't need pockets. What do they need to carry? So that's when you end up with the very classic 1950s dresses without pockets. Now modern times, sexism is still relevant with pockets. For instance, you can clearly see that the pocket size of a man's jeans versus the pocket size of a woman's jeans are so not equal. You can barely fit a phone. Women also have fake pockets and pockets you have to cut open, which men don't face either of those issues. There's the rarity of a skirt or dress with pockets, which most women absolutely love. Let me show you an example. This dress, very nice. Pockets, real pockets, fantastic. Another rarity is having pockets in shirts. This one does. It's pretty small, but it's got one, and nice shirts usually do. I can barely fit my hand. Basic point is, fashion industry, start making real pockets, big pockets, pockets that fit actual cell phone sizes. Make it equal with men. Fashion and society are always moving forward, so check out next week's episode where I will cover the history of men and heels.